Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Final Fantasy XVI. We are back at the hideaway after, let's just say, a very eventful encounter with Barnabas, and Jill, she basically sacrificed herself so we could get away, that we could be safe. Now it's time, I think, to go after her and save her, because according to Clive, she's still alive, he can still feel her, so let's go to Otto and see what he has to say, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few side quests before we go to the destination where she's going to be, but let's see first.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a cat?
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story. You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be sitting under a pile of rubble, I know. But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid. Then I'll check the workshop.
Sure. Unless there are other quests as well. No. At the moment it's definitely all focused on our current objective.
I try not to think too much about what was lost the day Titan attacked. If only it was just Sid's life's work.
Will you be heading back to Canberra soon? You let us know if you need an escort.
Oh, we'll definitely will let you know, don't worry.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. It's not true.
The world can be ending, can it? We were struggling before the skies went dark, but now? I can imagine how we will bear it all.
We've lost so much already.
When will it be enough? It will end, won't it, Clive? Alright, let's see if we
Here's
have any new
everything we've
levels.
received and everything promised.
Yes, we have 2 more levels even. Talisman of Primin. No risk, no reward. Alright, let's
You earned this.
yes, we did earn it.
All yours.
Thank you.
Come again. I may have
It
more for
does
you.
seem like we are slowly but surely getting towards the end of all the things we can collect. Well, we are almost 80% into the game, so... And we only have like one big enemy to go before Ultima's up for grabs. So we're doing pretty well. Alright, let's see what you have.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Ooh, the Rune Blade is actually better. I might as well buy it, that way we don't have to forge it. I will buy it because we have plenty of money, but I'm not gonna wear it. Ooh, this is a difficult one. Better defense was 1 HP difference.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Oh, that is basically what I'm trying to do, yeah.
It'd better all be here.
Replenished. Okay.
Trouble with your gear, or...
What's that for you, dear?
Rune Blade, +1. We already have a Rune Blade, and of course everything else. Don't have to build it from nothing. So we can use the Sanguine in order to increase it. So yes, always go for the blade, always.
Yeah, that should do you.
And then a Rune Blade 2.
You can thank me later.
Oh, I always thank you, you know that.
My best work, but it'll do.
Okay, so the heart will be more, defense will be a little bit less, but it's negligible.
You can thank me later.
Yeah, I know.
Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you.
Yeah, it's one of those every little bit counts type of thing.
Oh. There's no one like our Nan.
Well, she can be a bit grumpy, but deep down she's got a heart of gold. My mom and dad worked me like a dog and still called me a witless, wordless waste of space. Said it so much I started believing them. But then Nan got wind of how they were treating me and she didn't like it one bit. Pulled out a big fat purse full of gold and threw it at her feet.
Your lad's worth double that.
She said, and if you lot can't see it, you hand them over to someone who can. All that shining, glittering gill, and Nan said I was worth more. I'd never been so happy in my life.
And I've never looked back.
I started working for Nan right then and there, and I'll gladly stay with her till my dying day. Yeah, that's friendship.
Out there.
Alright, let's slowly make our way towards the workshop. Because if Sid can figure it out, Mid can as well. She just needs a little push into the right direction, that's it.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever like
Do you think Mid's ship will have a say?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
How do you know she already read it? Did she write in the upper corner like, Mid was here? Or the result of this journal was just Mid at best?
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head, then mine for letting you.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Alembics gonna help us make. Just you wait, Sid. Just you wait!
Yeah, just let me know if you do find out something else. I would gladly help with that.
What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
Really? But what if his pipes were specially made and had like a layer in it that could, well, let us say, give her an idea?
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
Just trying to see if there's anything in the corners here. Oh wait, there it is.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Mitadol. I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best. And so when choosing its place of rest, I recall it's your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, this is a good place to start.
If Amber and the Lazarus had gone.
Alright, Otto. Let's see if you can pull out some facts out of your head. Because we have no idea what her opus is.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Thank you for the hint.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are...
I did not know Mid was the one that made the Orchestron. Pretty impressive on her age, definitely.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this.
If it's already broken, don't break it more.
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Well, if anyone would recognize it, it's Mid. She should be able to figure out what it is. To me, it just looked like a very big spark plug. And I'm pretty sure that's not what it is.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
That's also not gonna happen.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
That we can try, definitely.
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Yes, but right now I do see another side quest. Do we have more than one? We have 2. Infirmary and of course a plus there and a plus there. So we got 2 additions that will make our journey a little bit better. And a lot of things that we can interact with for, well, more stuff. I'm gonna go into our room. There might be a missive with a quest as well. And as always, we'll do the quest before we move forward. We always do. Ooh. And my memory wall is getting more and more filled up. Still a lot of pieces that we can add to it. And like I said, I don't know if I missed anything. I might have missed 1 or 2, but I am trying my best to not miss any side quests where we can get these items. Ah, Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you've done for Lostwing, so in lieu of any awkward remerciements, I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I can only hope they'll finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. Alright, nice extra side quest. My lord Marquis, in your absence I shall be watching my new charges, affording them every protection that I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. We always try. I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left far too long to fester, and with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One doesn't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Riddle is so. Is that something we already read or not? Ah, that's the thing we read from the toy. Right.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Alright, let's just go to the gardens, see what we can find there first. Because we're always gonna pick up all the quests in our base before we head out and solve all of them. There might even be a chance that we can solve all these quests within the base itself. I highly doubt it, but you never know until you pick it up.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
And I think, if I remember correctly, a Morble is like a Marlboro that we know from other Final Fantasies. Big giant tentacle with lots of poisonous breath. Yep.
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
So basically we need to hunt a marble that's just been added to the hunting board. Does that mean it's a very high class that we need to play around with? Yikes, that's gonna be hard, isn't it? Ooh, oh well. Best thing we can do is try it and see how far we can get. Alright, let's find the other one as well. Let's see, it's of course at the hunt board, the mess and the infirmary. Yeah, this might be a tad quicker.
Sid, heard you were in Canva fetching young Ned.
And this will also lead us past the infirmary, so we can directly go in there. And I'm pretty sure I can guess what the quest is, and that is to check up on the prince, isn't it? Because we are saying that he is more than free to do whatever he wants, but as a doctor, I'm sure she's worried. Or he's worried. Okay.
She can't kick this up. Glory to Griga. There you are. I'm not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
Well, there's definitely something we don't need.
Better than to order Taya to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Well, maybe if we can solve what's bothering her, maybe then she'll be willing to take a rest.
Say whatever you must, but get her to rest. I'm not physical enough to fill her shoes should we lose her.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwan. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norrund, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
No worries. I get where she's coming from, because there's no surviving the stage he's in right now, so I reckon he wants to ease his suffering by ending his suffering.
If it was me lying there, I know he'd do me the same kindness.
Anything in here that is in need of something? Alright, there's another quest on our list. 2 more left to go.
Alright, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
Yeah, we'll speak to him.
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
More blacksmith blues, really? Blackthorn, you really need to get over this. Alright, what you got for me, Nectar? I hear your brother isn't a fan of carrots, Kubo. If every carrot of Rosaria anything like the one that just got posted on the board, I can see why. It's the last one. A B. Well, we defeated B rank, so technically it should be possible. The Whispering Waters of Rosaria. Alright. Thank you very much. Alright, let's talk to Blackthorn.
Paul said it was an army of Akashi.
It isn't too bad that once we interacted with the board and we knew what it is, that the sign doesn't go away and to the location on the map for where the monster is hiding.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Vast has improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once, make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride and focus all your energies on the task at hand, keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
He's gonna drag him over the fields if necessary. Alright, another one fully worked at. Do we have any markers just on the board which we know of? Let's go to the world map. And of course, this is where we need to be for the main story, but not just yet. We first want to complete all the side quests. I do want to do the Marlborough, but where is Rosaria exactly? Booklet. Yeah, I know where it is, but there is no clear Rosaria on the map, and I always forget in what region it was. Alright, let's see. There's the port, there's Martha's Rest, the Dim, Ispool, Tree Reeds. Does it look like it's here? If it isn't here, then I'm gonna look for it in between the episodes. Ah, is this it? No, that is something else. That is the Tears of Mercy. Well, let's go for it. If that's at least an area we can get to, then definitely. And like I said, in between episodes I will find out where the Marlborough is, but like I said, I need to find a region where it connects to Rosaria, and then we know where it is.
Let's go.
I think the best way we can do is to follow the path itself until we get to our destination. And it's just spiders, so how hard can it be, really? really dense forest. Trying to make sure that we get not knocked off.
Rodrigo could have mentioned
Get
his
off.
spiders would be the size of curls.
Oh, we fought these ones before. Will this be enough? Will there be a perfect eye between any of these? Spider's eye.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
Right. Yeah, let's just deliver them.
Cole said it was an
I wonder if
army
they want us to be present when it happens.
Thank goodness you're back. Talia looks like she's about to collapse.
Don't
Is this
worry.
what you needed?
We'll be quick about it.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but Talia's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
Well, if there was another way, if we could cure a person fully of the condition, then we would already would. Look how far gone he is. Only a small part of his face left.
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Talia. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive.
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is,
An art we would be lost without.
tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And the kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service, but my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
Yeah.
I hope so.
We already made a lot of progress towards that goal, but there's still a few more steps we have to take. And one of them is defeat Barnabas, and he is strong, like ridiculously strong. Quest done. 2 more left to go, both of which are a plus. Alright, one more look to the hunt, and then we'll call the episode for the day. Show me the Marlboro one more time. If you should come across a red carrot protruding from the marshes of 3 reeds, do not attempt to pull it from the swampy soil. It is, in truth, another root vegetable, entirely an exotic species of mold that uses a modified carrot-like vine and lure to draw its prey close, before emerging from the earth and swallowing them whole, a cruel way of nature to turn these times of privation to her advantage. Yes, and this in the Whispering Water of Rosaria, and we also got another hint of the marshes of the 3 reeds. I think this is probably the marsh where we started out the game itself, where everything was grey, and there we found like the first couple of goblins. I think that's there, isn't it? Alright, good to know. I will use that to locate them, like I said, in between episodes, and we're gonna start off next time by fighting it, defeating it, and well, basically completing the quest that's intended for it. Afterwards, of course, we will make our way to Bravots, did that as well, and then look around to see if there's anything else we can help people with. If so, we'll do it. If not, we'll continue making progress to rescuing Jill. But for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue onwards to find a way to rescue Jill. See you then. Bye bye.